So, Brandon, tell me first of all how you got involved with hospice. I mean, I know you as the athlete, from the athlete family
Yeah.
in Williamsburg. Our families have known each other for years.
Yes.
So, how did that turn to this job?
Well, there's one person that ties all of us together, our families, my dad.
Hmm.
And that's the beginning of the story for me. In January of 2019, January 23rd to be exact, I remember for the first time coming onto the grounds of Hospice House behind a medical transport, and my father was in it. He, at that point, was at end of life, and it was still kind of hard to fully understand what we were going through. But I knew that this was a space that could really be a blessing to my family and to my dad. And so we came over January 23rd, 2019. My life has never been the same since. He passed just one day later, so it was not a long stay. But in that 24 hours, it was obvious how incredible and how special Hospice House really is. And I saw it firsthand with him, with my mom, with my brother, and with all the people that came by even to visit in that little bit of time. It was a life changing time for us and for me.
So, what is the vision and mission of this?
Yeah, sure. Our mission is actually really simple. We give care, comfort, and compassion through and beyond end of life. And we say give specifically because we do not charge for any of the services we provide. We provide around the clock end of life care. And so, just putting my family's perspective, my mom was the primary caregiver for my dad. And with his illness, it was about a year and a half of treatments, of sickness, of challenges. Some good days, but some bad ones too. My mom was there every step of the way as his primary caregiver. Well, what happens is when you come to the house, our house becomes their house. And so our team also comes alongside the families and provides now what is around the clock. In most home hospice settings, you're going to have support for a few hours a day. Here you have 24-hour support at no charge. And so to be able to give that kind of world class service, literally give it away, is an incredible gift in this community that's available. Hospice House actually started in 1982.
Wow.
There was no house. And so we started really as a band of volunteers that was going into homes to assist families who were working through end of life.
Okay.
So before home hospice agencies, we were an unofficial home hospice agency.
Yeah.
And then the energy and the momentum kind of started to build, and we were able to raise funds to build Hospice House, which was opened in 2002. So 20 years into our history, the house actually opened up. It opened up prior to Powhatan Secondary Community, so we were here just by ourselves in the woods, and then the neighborhood kind of got built around us over time.
Yes, and we took the tour, which
Yeah.
was absolutely beautiful. All the work that's been done here, all the renovation, which is just gorgeous. The outside lawn care, the landscaping, and it's amazing. I know that you were talking outside about volunteer opportunities that you had with that outside care. Tell me more about that.
Yeah, so we have a team that comes in typically every Friday morning. We have a master gardener, Gary, who is phenomenal and just so dedicated to helping us create a space that is jaw dropping, really, for every family that comes onto the grounds. And so they're here every week. They do just about anything that needs to be done. They really get down to dirty, literally, to help beautify our space. And so that's an opportunity. If volunteers, are interested in that, we definitely have opportunity to add to our team and to grow that team. I would welcome it. Yeah, we also have a few roles that are inside of the house. So we have a reception volunteer. So we do typically 2-hour shifts there. And we've got a team that comes in, and they're really like the first face that you see when you come in. So if you're friendly, if you have a loving heart, and you're willing to be patient and kind to those who are working through some tough times, that's a great opportunity as well. And then we also have a guest and family support volunteer as well. So they'll sit in rooms when we don't have a family available at the time, or a family needs to step away for a little bit. We try not to leave anybody in a room by themselves ever. So we have volunteers that will sit with guests, but also just to be in the back area where we are now to provide support, to just to be a listening ear, or to help get some snacks together or some refreshments together for family. So there's ample opportunities to to help us and to work with us if that's something of interest to. Process typically will start with a call to our clinical director. And so Heidi Crocker, who's been with us for 7 years now, almost running around the 10 years, she is responsible really for all of the admissions processing that takes place. And so prior to someone actually coming to Hospice House, we have to do a full review really of the situation. And everybody's situation is unique and different. So we literally look at it case by case. So we want to determine and make sure someone's appropriate. As I mentioned earlier, people are coming to us. They're not here for months, on end. It's typically those who are at the last leg of their journey here on this side of eternity, at least. And so Heidi wants to make sure that we're bringing in someone that's truly appropriate. So she does a lot of work in the background just to assess and to review records. And once she really makes a decision that that individual is appropriate, then we start to get all logistics together with the agency or hospital system to get them over here. And typically that's a 24 to 48-hour process in order for that to happen. Once they get here, I mean, the team really is in action immediately. I mean, so I couldn't, for instance, when my dad got in here, I had to wait about an hour because they really want to make sure that he is pampered and loved on as soon as he hits the room or she hits the room. And so the team gets into action, and it really is this around the clock world class service. So bathing, shaving, um, aromatherapy, understanding what music they like. So we're setting everything up to really cater to that individual and make sure it's everything that they will want and need in that case. And we do that for however long it is. There are sometimes, I will say, Shannon, that someone comes in and ultimately they're not necessarily appropriate and we didn't know. So we love on them just the same. And sometimes they end up coming back, and going out. But for the most part, we are here and we're providing that care for days to weeks until that person is ready to transition. We have visitation hours, but again, it's really about the family. So we have space in the rooms if family does want to spend a night with the level my mom did. Um, we really, again, it's a case by case, so we cater it to that particular situation, but there's really no pressure. Our goal really is for them just to be in the space, to be at peace, to be present, to really maximize that time. And so if they want to be in the room, that's fine. If they need to come out here and spend some time, that's fine. If they want to sit outside like I did, that's fine. There's a lot of different things that they can do, but they can feel the freedom, one, to not be a caregiver and just be a loved one. That's all we really want to provide. So there's really no strict rules outside of that other than we want to give you the space and the opportunity to just be present and to maximize that time with your loved one. So we are at 4445 Powhatan Parkway. And to put it in perspective for those at least in the Williamsburg area, the Monticello Target, we are literally behind the Target. So the Powhatan secondary community that sits behind Target, Monticello, Powhatan Parkway runs from News Road straight to Hospice House. There's no turns. You get on off of News Road on the Powhatan Parkway, and we are all the way at the end of the road. It literally runs into our driveway. So that's how you can find us. You can look us up online at williamsburghospice.org, and you can call us 757-253-1220. And we would love to have people come by to tour, because if it's not for you, someone that you love is going to need us. And we want people to know who we are, where we are, and how we can serve. It's an incredible service that we offer here. So we definitely don't want people to miss out on what we have because they're not familiar or don't know about us or where we are.
How do you guys fundraise? How do you raise money for this free service that we obviously know your time is not free, your staff's time is not free? So how do you get this house supported, the support that it needs?
So it's a combination, really. We do a couple of different things each year to bring it together, to raise the funds to do the work that we do every day. We do 2 events each year. We have an elegant culinary affair that takes place in January every year, and we do a hike for Hospice House, typically in the spring. Last few years has been in April, and I think we'll be looking at April again, late April again this year in 2026. So those 2 events are opportunities for people to participate, and those funds go directly in to help us do the work here each and every day. We get a ton of support from individuals and businesses and civic groups and religious groups. I mean, this community is really, it's astonishing
Right.
how generous
They
they
want to
are.
be involved.
Yeah.
That's for sure. There's definitely an interest and a desire to give. And I think they just
We
need
need
to
it.
know
Yes.
where to give and how to give and that you're here.
Yes.
Because I think there's definitely opportunity that's untapped. So we want to be able to support this awesome organization that is really supporting people that are going through such a hard season, whether it's with having older parents that are transitioning, as you said, or whatever the case may be, or a sudden illness that just took them by surprise.
Yeah, and I'll share this too, Shannon. So the other part of our mission is not just the end of life care directly, but bereavement support. We also offer grief counseling and support for those who have lost a loved one. That doesn't mean anyone just at the house. That's anybody. So that's also something that we want to continue to amplify. That's a resource that's available. I mean, everybody at some point is working through loss. Everybody at some point is going to work through grief. And we just want to, ensure that everybody understands you don't have to work through that alone. Or if you're really having challenges, there is help, there is support, and we encourage you to reach out as well for that. I'm just really grateful that we've been in a position that we continue to get stronger and we're able to serve more. I think we're really positioned now to continue to take our organization to the next level, with new team members and, new volunteers and just fresh perspective on ways that we can continue to increase our service and improve our service. It's really have us positioned to continue to do great things for years and years to come.
That's awesome.
Yeah. All right, welcome to Hospice House of Williamsburg. We're so glad you stopped by to see us today. One of the things you'll notice right from the beginning is the serenity of the space. Even though you can't tell here, we're actually tucked behind the neighborhood of Powhatan Secondary. We were here before all the other houses, so they've kind of built themselves around us. But it's 11 acres. All you really can hear most days, birds singing. That's it. And so it's a very serene and tranquil space. So here at Hospice House, we have 4 guest rooms. We have 4 rooms that we can actually serve guests. Our guests are typically coming to us in their last weeks to days. So it's not a long stay. But each of the rooms, we have French doors. And I'm going to take you into room number 4 right now. So come on in with us. Recently did renovations here at Hospice House. Last year we were actually closed for 4 months to do a total renovation of all of our guest rooms, pretty much all of our downstairs area of the house. And so every room is pretty much set up the same way. It is a very clean, tranquil space. We have aromatherapy. We've got the music that suits our guests. And it's just a perfect space, honestly, for families to be able to just have quality time with their loved ones. We also like the outdoor component of each room. With these French doors, we have the ability or opportunity to open up the space and allow guests to actually be connected with nature and connected outside, which I think is something that a lot of families choose to take advantage of. We can roll the beds out as well if requested. But it is a great way for them just to connect with the serenity and the beauty of our outdoor spaces. So again, what you're seeing here is our redone sunroom as well as our common areas for family. And so this was all totally redone. And I'll share some photos with you so you can kind of see before and after. I think that would be neat for your followers to see kind of the transformation because it's pretty astonishing. We like to think we have kind of an HGTV type transformation here at the house. And so it turned out really well. And I'm just really grateful for the Nichols and Wise families. They basically were responsible for helping us be able to do this project. And so we're forever grateful. So this is our patio of memories. We have an opportunity here for families, community members, volunteers. There's a variety of different people who have decided to participate in this way. But you can purchase a paver to have kind of a memorial and a permanent connection to Hospice House here. So a lot of our longtime volunteers, they have bricks here. Families that have been served here at the house, they may do a brick as well to remember and celebrate their loved one here permanently. But it's another great, just tranquil space for people to come back and to remember and reflect and celebrate lives of those that we've lost.
So I appreciate your time.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you for giving us a tour here and that we
It's
get
our
to
pleasure.
see an inside scoop. And to talk more or to find out more information, go to their website, give them a call, see how you can be involved. Brandon is not just a personal friend; he's seen both ends of this. He is all about it and all behind it because it's personal.
Yes.
And so it doesn't get much better than that when you have someone who's in charge that it served them and it was personal for them. So awesome.
Thank you, Shannon.
Thank you.